Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 12, No Man's Land, year 3. We're going to start at the homestead, and I'll give you a bit of a map tour, what I've been able to do so far, and maybe some of you can get some ideas if you wish to. So here's the homestead. It's not finished yet. I don't have the money, as you see. I've only got $95,000. We're going to go down the hill. So this paddock in here was my very first field, my first grass field, and I decided I wanted a bit more realism, so I brought the horses out and I gated the property, split them up into 4 paddocks, 4 large paddocks. They've all got gates, and I've all made sort of dirt ways to show where the gates are, and I've got one horse in each of these paddocks. I can't really do much at the moment with the snow coming down. I always cycle the horses. There's always one in here in this stable, and then the one in this goes to the stable. The one over here, they don't walk around though, and they just sort of stand there. But when you jump from vehicle to vehicle by pushing left or right on the D, you also jump on the horses that are out of the paddock, so you can still run them around whenever you wish to. So this is the actual starting square, and I've managed to put the horse stable down. As you can see, this is the standard start. I've put 2 chicken pens here, and they're doing alright now. They've just started to breed last year, so the eggs are starting to flow pretty well. I've got the silo here for the wheat and barley for the chickens, and I've got my beehives down here. This is not finished yet. Compared to the rest of the build, this is just very lame, but I'm going to show you around the build anyway, and I'll just sort of talk through, explain what I've done. So we come up here. This is where I've got the sheep pens. I've tried to make it as realistic as possible. I've got the hay bales here, hay and grass, and I got black sheep and white sheep because I'm not racist, so I own both. They're producing wool, not too bad, they're doing okay. All the roads I've put down, they all lead somewhere, so they're not just roads for nothing. And there's a fairly decent grass field here. It's not huge, but it's enough. By the time you do this field, you're kind of sick of doing grass. I also got another one just over here. This is where I keep the straw and the straw blower. And we'll go up here. I've put a water source dam in here, so that's used the windmill, and I've got my water fill here, so it's trying to keep it as real as I can. Got my machinery in here. I've locked it away because of the snow. It's not really about what equipment I got, it's about how I've set the field and the farm up and the map. We got 68 head of cattle in here. I will be removing this bunker, and I'll be replacing it excuse me, I'll be replacing it with this simple cow barn field, and that'll be where I'm going to put the bulls. So I am going to breed them up myself, but I'll be putting that there. Not right now though. I've only got 95,000, and I've just started harvest just today, and the snow came. So we've got 68 cattle, no bulls in there yet. Plenty of manure. We've got three manure, and they get filled up by these dairy cattle as well. There's 40 in here, so waiting for them to fill up. This is the large pen, 250 cows I think. We've got our extra milk extensions here, and we've taken a few trees down but haven't really done much with them yet. Plenty of slurry. They make a lot of slurry, so I'm trying to concentrate more on slurry than manure. So as you can see, we can hold a couple of million litres of slurry. As you can see, that that there's where I store all the milk. Straw barn. It's an L-shaped grass field, just to break the monotony of everything being so square. And as you can see, this road here wraps around the farm. We got corn going on just up here, and it's going to be a little challenging to do this field. Looks like, I don't know if you can really tell. I'll try and get closer. Because I'm on console, this is the best flyover that I can give, unfortunately. Being on console, you don't have the benefits of the good mods that you can do on PC. So as you can see, that's a pretty steep hill, and it'd be interesting to see if I can actually harvest the whole lot of it, or whether it's going to miss quite a bit. So we'll come back over the cows, and then we'll head towards the truck yard and into town. So we've got our harvesters in here. We use the class 8500. We got our other tractors in here, the seeder, planter, all that's in there. It's all locked away because of the snow. This field here we have wheat, so I've got roads that lead everywhere. We've got beehives surrounding our fields for the extra yield bonus and plenty of honey. Here we've got cotton. The fields don't look so big, but I'll show you on the PDA at the end, and you'll see that they're fairly decent, pretty decent size. Not super huge, but they are big. I just put this one in for this harvest, just so I didn't have to keep running back to the main farm, and it's going to come a treat. I'll put one up that far side as well, so you can never have too many silos. We've got potatoes growing here, so big long stream of potatoes. As you know, potatoes take a long time. This open field here, I'm going to plant this with more cotton in this area when I get the money. We've got sugar beets here. This is a fairly decent sized sugar beets. You get a fair bit out of sugar beets. This is potatoes continued, so the spud line actually went all the way, and I needed some more storage room. So if you have too much equipment together, the FPS goes crazy. So I've made everything very vast and spread out all the slots as far as I can. I've tried to keep this as natural bush as possible. This one we just harvested, so I got this done just before the snow came. Doesn't let me harvest some of it here, so because the snow's in on it. Another beehive there. This is the end of the potatoes. We're heading down towards the transport yard now. Another big open field here I'm also going to use, believe it or not, for more cotton, because cotton doesn't yield much, so you need some really big fields. I've tracked in a shortcut way. I have to take down a couple of these trees yet, but in and straight out of the store, so I've prepared that. This is the transport yard. We've got the office up here. We've got a couple of secretaries and that work here. It's where we park the truck fleet, and as you can see, these haven't grown yet, but everything that grows out of here we take next door, which I'll take you to in a moment, and it's a big warehouse. And I got these trailers over here, milk trailers, slurry trailers, water trailers, and this is for harvest. Basically 3 trailers, you need them for harvest. When you're going all the way up the back of your farm, way over the other side of the map, and you're doing 2 or 3 fields, it's handy to have 3 trailers together. This I make my own my own liquid fertilizer and granule fertilizer. This one's liquid, this one's granule fertilizer. It's an auto load trailer. I use that to collect all the fruit and veg, and then we run it over to where I'm going to show you next. This is the bale shed. I've locked that down as well. even the door, just because of the snow. I try and play realistic. Got the gate locked. There's the main road. It's the only sealed road in the whole map, and we're going to follow that down, and this sealed road goes all the way back to our farm. This is the fuel yard and the workshop, as you can see here. So we've also got our cleaning hot water system there, the gurney. So we'll come down here, we'll have a look at the left first. Everywhere has power. Everywhere that needs power, I have power that runs to it. Everywhere, every single building has power running to it, all from the main line, and the main line comes from this electricity box over here at the shop. So all runs from this electricity box here, and I've just continued the power lines. I want it to be as realistic as I can kind of get it. It's taken me 3 years in the game so far just to get what I've done, and it's a hell of a lot of work. So this is my TMR product. I make TMR with this. So we're out of straw now, so we straw, straw, hay and silage. We come up here, I've got this factory. I take the grass and it turns into hay from here, and that's why I run it over to the TMR there, so I produce everything that goes in it. Just put pallets and sort of working things out here just so it looks a bit more realistic. Couple of delivery vans and some workers. That there goes up to on top of the hill, that road, which I haven't done yet. I don't own that bit of land at the moment. This makes me silage, so this is my silage production. It's not finished yet. Like I said, I'm out of money, so and I haven't finished the grain mill, but we've placed it down. It's under construction, we'll call it, so that's not quite ready. This over here is the wool shed, wool and cotton. I haven't got a tailor shop down yet, but this is all the storage for it in here. And this is a foreshore. Got a nice big lake there. I'm going to make this a touristy area all around here, all touristy and you know, camping. And this lot here and this lot here is going to be all for like touristy stuff, souvenir shop, restaurants, takeaway foods, all that sort of stuff. We've got the farmers market, which it's still under construction. I've put an alleyway between the supermarket and the farmers market, just so they can share the driveway and have their own separate deliveries from a common service lane. We've got a bit of a park kind of when they're doing their shopping. The kids and parents can sort of hang out there and whatnot. Down here we got some places for the kids to be occupied while parents are shopping, so they're not always getting in the way. And we're going to go and have a look now at the at this warehouse. It's the entrance here. It's not finished yet, but it is coming along. So it comes through the main gates, and we hook around here, and everything that comes in and out gets weighed. So yeah, nothing comes in or out without security knowing. Got a couple of trailers. All these docks work. The doors all go up. All the red docks there, they all go up. The lip comes out. They land on the back of the trailer. As you can see, I've got these trailers here. They're all docked up. Don't know if you can see it, but if you look down there, you'll see that the dock level is on the back door. I've got two trailers here at the moment. The other one is over there. The other one I've got parked over here to run the produce back and forth when it produces out of here. So we've got a few workmen's cars. We got the I've got a electric operated forklift and a bio forklift, so that's their fueling spots. We've got some delivery vans. We've got some regional trailers that go and deliver in the nearby regions. We've got some more delivery vans here for produce. We've got produce van, just taking a load of empty crates back to the storage. This is their lunch area. A little bit of bush just to break everything up. And we've got some visitor parking and that down here. This one's full of pallets. I haven't unloaded it yet, so you actually drive the forklift in the back, pick the pallets up, take them out onto racking systems. I don't know if you can see in there, but I have got pallets in there. It's kind of hard to get in there, but I've shut all the doors up because of the snow. But most of you who followed this series, you'll be able to see that I've been in there and seen me put things away in there and whatnot. So it all works. This mod's fantastic. The warehouse, it's amazing. Absolutely an amazing mod. I rate it big time. So they've got a bit of a lunch area here. This is the side office and a couple of workers there. So we'll head back out, back down the drive, back out to the main road. Where do we go from here? We'll have a look at I'll put another pond in here just to break it up. I wanted to keep some of this natural bush, just because it kind of looks cool, you know. Just bit bushy. This is the dairy, so a bit meticulous with all the fencing and whatnot, but you know, I try and play as realistic as possible. This silo, I don't use it for any crops at all. It's only for milk, the leftover milk that the dairy can't hold anymore because it's full. And we're producing butter at the moment, which goes over to the refrigerated area of the storage where we just came from, the warehouse. We've also got extra slurry storage here, being a dairy. I wanted to make a pen, and I actually started this as a pen and tried to put cows in it, but it wouldn't let me. I just wanted to have stagnant cows even just sitting there, so I'd make it a little bit more real, but the game didn't let me do it, unfortunately. So we'll shoot out here. We've got a bakery here. It's still under construction, so I haven't used it yet. I've got to complete it. And that's the foreshore there that we're going to have all the restaurants. I've got one restaurant here, but it's not quite finished yet, but it is underway. We'll go in here. This is another production area that I've got, high security. We do beets over here. I come in and drop all my beets in this big pad area, and we can store some in there if we need to, but from the beets being on the ground, we cut them and they go in here. This makes us fertilizer. This is slurry. This makes us granule fertilizer. We've got lime production, stone and water, and over here we have seed production. So seed production goes down here. I did have another one over here, but it was too cramped, so sometimes I bring the triple trailer in here, and you need a bit of room. So that's all seed production. This is liquid fertilizer production here, and that's the sugar beets. So that's another production area we've got. Head around to the right. I've still got to open more land up. This leads back up to the farmhouse, and yeah, so I want to put some more sort of decorative stuff, a couple of paths, and get a shed and the mower and all that sort of stuff. But money doesn't last long in this game, and it's so hard to make it. I'm sort of pretty cautious with everything that I put down. So yeah, that's the build so far. I thought I'd just share it with you all. When I buy some land, I'll be coming over here, obviously extending the sealed road from the back of this waterway here. Sorry about this flyover, but it's the best that you can get on console. You can't really do anything about it. So I'm going to try and figure a way. I'll probably run it straight off here and make this a T intersection that goes this way, because it's just too crampy to try and run it around, and this touristy area probably won't work too well. So I'll be running a sealed road down here. Up here I'll be having the all the vineyards and that, since this area is already set for vineyards. So I'll be having a vineyard area here with a turn around, and bring it down to the sealed road, which is then going to cut through here. Off to the left is going to be a lime quarry. I'm going to make a lime quarry out of what's existing here. That'll happen next episode. Next episode after harvest, that is. And then I'm going to get a bit creative, and I'm going to wind the road up this hill. Won't go straight up, we'll have to go up on an angle and then snake it around. And I want to put the BGA up here somewhere. It's a little bit of a flat spot here, and I could build it out a little bit, put the BGA up here, so I'm travelling both sides of the map. If anyone can understand what I'm doing there, most of you know this game anyway. And I want to turn this into something pretty good here. Maybe a tavern, the pub, can go over here, and I intend on putting houses and a suburban area through the back here. This is obviously the back of my property. That's the corn that I've got going on there. So yeah, I thought I'd just show you how the build's been going so far, and everything's making me money, but as soon as I get it, it costs me to keep it going again. So it's really difficult to sort of keep going, but I know that once the production's all up and running, I'll be making a ton of money, and I'll have millions and millions and not know what to do with it. So a quick look at the PDA, and I'll just click grass on there just to show you guys. I don't know why I bothered to save. I haven't done anything. So the only land in the 3 years I've been playing I've bought is these lots here. That's all I've been able to buy. So yeah, we just harvested this, so this should come up purple. It does. Grass, corn, wheat. That doesn't look like a big field, but it's pretty decent. That's cotton. I'll also be putting a cotton field in here, and a cotton field down here, a really big one down here, big cotton field, because cotton needs a lot. This is a potato strip. It's fairly decent, and that's also potatoes. These are sugar beets, and that's the PDA for now. As you can see, it's quite busy, and the FPS is working well. This is the truck yard that we've seen. The frames per second, they're not playing up too bad. It's going really well, and that's because I'm able to sparse the vehicles out. When you get some high detailed vehicles and you got everything clumped together, the FPS plays up really badly. So my advice, spread everything out, give it some distance between even animals. As you can see, horse, and horse, and then there's one in the actual horse bay. So if I'm in here and I quick jump to a vehicle, the game, when the horses are out of the paddock, they class them as vehicles. So you can fast jump to the horses in the field, get the daily ride done, put him in, bring that one out, get on that one, do the daily ride, get on that one, daily ride, get on that one, daily ride, and it's been kind of keeping me afloat. So that's what we got for now. This is the 12th episode, and I can't wait to finish it, but there's a long way to go. I reckon there'll be probably about 50 episodes in this build. It's pretty full on. So hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you wish, and I'm always looking for someone to play online with as well. So yeah, ideally Australian time, because when you do play online, you go to whoever is hosting the game, you go to their server, and if they're in a different region, you get a 2 or 3 second lag like just trying to drive around it is just absolutely crazy. You turn left and 2 seconds later the vehicle will turn left. So ideally someone in the Australian time zone region, which is +8 on standard Eastern time, +8. So anyway, take care, that's it for me, and I'll see you on episode 13. Thanks for watching.